Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KPW War Zone. It is I, Tapey Styles, calling the action. Solo flying down the middle as always. And tonight, we'll be seeing the contract signing 6 days ahead of Collision Course. The main event, the World Heavyweight Championship up for grabs. Jedi versus Pierre Cinema 2 being binded into contractual obligations. Later on tonight, we'll also be seeing the KPW Hardcore Championship up for grabs in singles action as the Heartthrob, the KPW Hardcore Champion Popo, goes one-on-one against the Scrapyard Saint Solo. Still to come, we also have the Sauce, the self-proclaimed giant killer, going one-on-one against the 400-pound Papyrus. We'll also be seeing a KPW Tag Team Championship Contenders match between the Scheme and Slarty and Shuko, the First Nation, of course. But to start off tonight's show hot and heavy, a battle between the Holy Pimp and the Misfit. We're going to be seeing Slug Daddy and Bob duke it out in a total unapologetic hoss fight. Let's get down to ringside. Down to the ring side area first is Bob. A man that was the first man eliminated from the 2024 Golden Gauntlet, the entirety of which you could find on KOD Kumite on demand. Bob walking away with just 3 points on the board. Only picking up 1 victory against Corey Sinclair. A crucial victory as Bob awaits a KPW Twitch Championship match this Sunday night at Collision Course against K-Dog. If anybody knows how to handle being a champion, it's the Holy Pimp. It's a former KPW Hardcore Champion, Slug Daddy. Being escorted down to the ringside area by his missionaries. As the action is very much underway. The Kumite Forum packed to the brim here tonight. Not an empty seat to be found. Resoundingly in the side of Slug Daddy, getting ready to light up a fatty for the Holy Pimp Daddy. Bob overlooking that championship opportunity. 6 nights away, Collision Course for the KPW Twitch Championship. Bob versus K-Dog. But next Monday night on Warzone, to settle things once and for all between him and Greek Machismo, Nick Flawless, he'll be competing inside a solid steel cage in next week's main event. Bob and Tape have been intrinsically linked for the past several weeks, officially becoming a tag team just a few short weeks ago, emerging victorious last week in a count-out victory over the Coney Island Express, Frank Glizzo, Hugo Johnson. We're receiving word that Pierre Cinema has entered the building and ready for his contract signing later on tonight. Slug Daddy and ready to slug things out as Bob spears Slug Daddy in half there. Those vicious, lightning quick gut punches from Bob. Big chop sends Bob through the ropes. Slug Daddy trying to lift the 300-pounder into the ring, and Bob suplexes him out. Slug Daddy's giving it his best fight. Slug Daddy looking for a suplex again, and Bob suplexes him over the ropes and down to the floor once again. This bout has been firmly in control of the Misfit, the #1 contender to the KPW Twitch Championship. The 6'8", 300-pounder Bob. Slug Daddy was looking to leapfrog that spear attempt, and Bob was just too quick for him. And Bob has Slug Daddy right where he wants him. Last caress choke slam, and Slug Daddy gets back up. You can pull that off once, but you're not gonna pull that off twice. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be ball game. Staring the missionary dead in the eyes. Bob has put away Slug Daddy. An absolutely dominating performance from the #1 contender to the KPW Twitch Championship. Slug Daddy did not stand a chance here tonight. Slug Daddy perhaps smoked a bit too much of that fatty. Perhaps he should have waited till after the bout to toke up. A critical mistake to make against the Misfit, the merciless, the unforgiving Bob. A-Dog surely has to be taking note of his #1 contender, the man that will challenge him in just 6 nights. November 24th, 9/8 Central, Collision Course, our next monthly special event. We get another look at that high angle choke slam, a move that Bob calls the last caress. We thought Slug Daddy was gonna have a bit more fight in him. He powered out of that. He powered back up after that first choke slam. You might get lucky kicking out of one choke slam from Bob, but you sure as hell ain't kicking out of the second one. Congratulations to the Misfit, Bob. Our next bout for the KPW Twitch Championship contendership. One of these two teams will be advancing to Collision Course to go up against the 2-time KPW Tag Team Champions, the Boise Boys. The Scheme, Bloom, and Bilko go up against the First Nation, Slarty, and Sigma Shuko in tag team action. You know that the KPW Tag Team division is hotly contested. The fighting spirit on display from all of these competitors is absolutely admirable. Yet the evolution that we've seen in the KPW Tag Team division seemingly overnight has been absolutely marvelous to look back at, to experience in real time. The Scheme, a credible tag team, a high-ranking tag team, going up against the First Nation, looking for their championship rematch against the Boise Boys, coming up short at Madhouse, as some of you may remember from the previous monthly special event. Shuko leading the charge for the First Nation as always, assessing the battlegrounds. The mastermind leading the way for the big muscle, the one and only, a former two-time KPW Twitch champion in his own right, Slarty. We know how dangerous Slarty can be inside the squared circle. You know how dangerous he could be wielding that 2x4. Slarty, a man that went the distance in that Ultimate Gauntlet match last Thursday night in the final edition of the Golden Gauntlet. The A block, of course, being all tied up at 6 points. 5 men slugging it out in the Ultimate Gauntlet match. Slarty going the distance, setting a singles match record, defeating Tape in 28 seconds. And going on to defeat the Monarch Oliver English in a little under 5 minutes. Slarty would then continue to engage in a sparring battle against his tag team partner, the legal man for his team right now, Sigma Shuko, for nearly 20 minutes, almost going to a time limit draw. But managing to pull through with a little over a minute left on the clock. 40-minute time limits applied to tag team matches. Irish whip from Bloom. Hurricane Rana. Irish whip reversal by Shuko. Drop toe hold. Tripping over Bloom. Look at the tandem offense on display, the coordination, the open line of communication between Slarty and Shuko. Certainly an exception that proves a rule with a man like Slarty. Definitely not a man with a lot of friends in the locker room. And that statement can be applied to Slarty, that can be applied to Shuko, both members of the First Nation, making one hell of a presence over the past several months in KPW. Slarty tripping up Bilko there. Bilko looking to launch an assault on Shuko, who's not the legal man. Scheme looking for their first championship opportunity here in KPW. The First Nation, however, looking to get things right the second time around. Slarty making it to the finals of the A block, going up against Pierre Cinema in a 20-minute bloodbath last Thursday night. Falling short to France's greatest export, the star of the show. Many critics and fans alike have described Slarty's performance in the Ultimate Gauntlet match as a career-defining moment. Rapid-fire knee strikes from Slarty to Bilko. Arm drag, leg sweep. Tag made to Shuko, tag made to Bloom. Both men thinking about drop kicks, meeting in the middle. Big forearm strike from Bloom to Shuko. Running leg lariat from Bloom. spinning wheel kick from Shuko. Uranagi from Bloom. This is exactly the kind of thing we're talking about when we say that the KPW tag team division is so hotly contested. So much fire in these tag teams, so much fire between these four men. The tension is palpable. You could cut it with a knife. And still to come later on tonight, we'll be seeing the self-proclaimed giant killer, the Sauce, engages singles action against the 400+ pound Papyrus. Slarty suplexing Bloom out of the ring as Shuko prepares to launch an attack on Bilko. Bilko, of course, not the legal man for his team. Our main event, we'll be seeing the Heartthrob, the KPW Hardcore Champion Popo, make yet another defense against the Scrapyard Saint Solo. And so to come, the contract signing, the official contract signing between Jedi and Pure Cinema, the hotly and highly anticipated championship rematch. Those two, of course, sparring it out, duking it out all the way back at Summer Spark. Jedi's big debut for KPW, his first official match. Emerging victorious that night over Pure Cinema. And this would provide the perfect opportunity for a man like Pure to exact his revenge. Slarty absolutely dominating the scheme right now and inside the squared circle. Lion Tamer in effect. Bloom trying to restrain Slarty, trying to slow him down, create some distance, give his tag team partner some space. Irish whip it to the ropes. Big running clothesline from Slarty. Transitioning into a camel clutch. And Bilko was just way too close to the ropes. Referees wisely calling off the submission attempt. Drop toe hold by Slarty. Deadlift German suplex from the mat. Tag made to Shuko. Enziguri from Slarty to Bloom. Bilko trying to turn the tide of momentum around for the scheme here. Bloom tagging in. Both members of this scheme starting to feel the effects of this tag team bout. Sigma Shuko with a textbook snap suplex. Knee lift from Bloom to Shuko. The scheme, they're gonna have to hatch a plan. Hatch one hell of a devious plan to overcome the odds here, because taking on a team like Shuko and Slarty, the First Nation, like the odds are just insurmountable in the advantage of the First Nation here. Shuffle sidekick to the sternum of Bloom. Emanating live from the Kumite Forum, KPW War Zone well underway as we have our KPW Tag Team Championship Contenders match. One of these two teams will be advancing to Collision Course in just 6 nights against the Tag Team Champions, that of course being David Rush, Hollywood Hannon, the Boise Boys. David Rush, of course, quite a popular man in KPW as of recently. making it to the Golden Gauntlet Finals against the man that won the whole damn thing, Pierre Cinema. A man that we will be seeing later on tonight for an official contract signing. Shoulder tackle from Bilko to Slarty. Slarty sweeping Bilko off of his feet. Spinning wheel kick, taking Slarty down. Big knee to the sternum, setting it up for another camel clutch. Spinning wheel kick, sending Slarty through the ropes. He's in enemy territory here. Suplex down to the floor, neutralizing Bilko, kicking Bloom right off of the apron. Bloom retaliating by sweeping the feet of Slarty. Head scissors takedown by Bilko. Big overhead strike by Bloom. Looking to capitalize against Slarty. Shuko acting as a middleman to help protect Slarty. Slarty equipped with a broom from the ringside area. And Bloom was able to disarm Slarty very quickly. For a man like Slarty, you have to stay very quick on your feet. You have to keep your instincts and reflexes high. Slarty is a man that has the speed, he has the agility, he has the strength. Bloom causing an error and miscommunication between the First Nation. Shuko, now the legal man, eating a spear for his tag team partner. Lionsault catching Bloom. X marks the spot, center of the ring. That springboard moonsault from the second rope. Big shot to the chest. Scoop slam from Bloom. Bloom looking for a spinning heel kick to the back of the neck of Shuko, and Shuko wisely ducked the attack. Bloom looking to go for an electric chair drop. Dragging Shuko away from his tag team partner. Is this what he needs to get to collision course? And Shuko kicks out. Springboard missile drop kick. Bilko leaping into action for the scheme. Snap suplex from Shuko to Bilko. Irish whip into the ropes. Slarty pumping the brakes so he doesn't hit his tag team partner. Those rapid fire chops to the chest of Bilko. That'll knock the breath out of anybody, but not as much as a lion tamer. Back suplex from Bilko to Slarty. Is he gonna make his way over to his tag team partner, Bloom? Clearing his head. Catching his breath, maintaining the cardio for his team. Bilko trying to keep Slarty away from his tag team partner. Enziguri from Slarty. Sorry, he was looking for a big running clothesline, and Bilko caught it and made the most out of that opportunity, transitioning into a big armbar. Bloom drop kicking his tag team partner. Bloom's plans backfiring spectacularly as he got lucky just earlier in the match, getting Shuko to missile drop kicks his tag team partner Slarty in the back. Big clothesline from Slarty. Uppercut to the back of the head. This is just downright brutal. Pile driver from Bloom to Shuko. Following it up with a suplex. These high angle grappling maneuvers. Face crusher. Bloom targeting the head of Shuko. Trying to scramble the brains of the mastermind. The brains of the First Nation. Another face crusher. Shuko clutching his head. Rear naked choke. And Bilko springing into action, leaping over Slarty and Bloom to hit Shuko with a springboard missile dropkick and then following it up with a frog splash. Bilko's all fired up for the scheme. He knows the kind of opportunity that awaits him and Bloom in just 6 nights at Collision Course. Shuko taking the opportunity to strike here. Liger bomb. Setting up Slarty to go for those mounted punches. Big boot sending Bilko through the ropes. Suplexing him back in. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are back at a stalemate. Slarty looking for another running clothesline, and Bilko just has that completely scouted. Taking that opportunity to go for a reverse armbar every single time. High angle drop kick from Bilko to Slarty, the former 2-time KPW Twitch champion. Him and Shuko aiming to become the next KPW Tag Team Champions, the First Nation versus the Scheme in the KPW Tag Team Championship Contenders match here tonight on Warzone. And still to come later on tonight, the Sauce going one-on-one against the 400-pound Papyrus in his quest as the self-proclaimed Giant Killer. Our main event, a downward spiral from Bloom. This could be it. Our main event, the KPW Hardcore Championship up for grabs. Popo defending against Solo. The Heartthrob versus the Scrapyard Saint. Also still to come, a contract signing for the main event of Collision Course, as the Viceroy, the KPW World Heavyweight Champion, makes his first title defense this Sunday night in a highly anticipated, highly personal, a deeply personal match between him and France's greatest export, the star of the show, Pierre Dubonnet Cinema. Stay tuned as we will be revealing the full card for Collision Course. After the Hardcore Championship bout still to come. Open palm strike from Slarty. Shuko tagging in. Shuko and Bilko just slugging it out for their teams. Reverse DDT from Bilko. Trying to shoulder block. Trying to keep Shuko down. Slarty deadlifting Bilko from the mat overhead with that German suplex. It's good to see that the First Nation didn't take the events of the Golden Gauntlet personally, being forced to compete against one another. The mutual bond that those two men share as part of the First Nation, Slarty and Shuko, making the First Nation proud. Tag made to Bloom. Diving clothesline, taking Shuko down. Spinning wheel kick from Sigma Shuko. Big forearm strike from Bloom. Inside cradle. And Slarty's right there to break things up and keep the First Nation alive here tonight. Spinning heel kick from Shuko. Looking to capitalize. Club to the back of Bloom. Shuko avoiding the spear attempt and tagging in Slarty. A little bit of sleight of hand action there from the mastermind Sigma Shuko. Almost baiting in Bloom. Slarty with those nasty strikes, that big boot, that open palm strike, the uppercuts. Belly to belly suplex from Slarty. Irish whip reversal by Bloom. Slarty hanging onto the ropes. Shielding off Bloom from his tag team partner, making sure that he couldn't tag in. Slarty looking for an equalizer here. Shuko buying Slarty as much time as he can. Referee's gonna need to regain control of this bout. Bloom setting things up. It looked like he was gonna go for a springboard missile drop kick. He thought better of the idea, opting to get back into the ring through the middle ropes. Suplex from Bloom to Slarty. Uranagi from Bilko to Slarty. Could be looking for a pinfall attempt. And Slarty kicks out Shuko. Don't look away, ladies and gentlemen. We almost missed it on the camera here. Shuko executing a moonsault from the top rope down to the floor onto Bloom. Putting all of his faith into his tag team partner kicking out. Bilko trying to knock that shoulder out of to pop that shoulder out of socket. Springboard missile drop kick to the back of the head of Slarty. Hooking the leg. And the scheme pick up the championship contendership. The scheme came in with a total game plan here tonight. Targeting the heads of both Slarty and Shuko. Doing anything and everything in their power just to keep both of them down, and I think they got more than what they bargained for in this hotly contested and close-knit tag team bout. The First Nation straying further away from the tag team championships. They may be down, but they will not be out. I get the intense feeling that this will not be the last time that we see them in this kind of opportunity here. Congratulations, however, to the new #1 contenders for the KPW Tag Team Championships, Bloom and Bilko, the Scheme. Coming up next, singles action to boot as the Sauce goes one-on-one against the 400-pounder Papyrus in his quest as the self-proclaimed giant killer, sending a message to the 500-pound 7'4" man beast Crisp Billy.
Do you smell what the Rock is doing?
It appears the Sauce is making his way down to ringside here.
Cut the Sauce's music. Finally.
Sauce getting a lovely reaction from the Kumite Forum here tonight.
You gonna let the Sauce be the people's catchphrase, or are you gonna try and make yourselves the center of attention again? Know your role and shut your mouths.
A deafening reaction here tonight from the Kumite Forum. They don't even want to hear the Sauce speak.
Finally, the Sauce has come back to this dumpster fire of a city.
I'm just rubbing more salt into the wound. There is no depth that the Sauce won't stoop to with a live microphone.
The Sauce got me thinking about last week. Something you heathens in the Kumite Forum don't do too often in general. When you got a bunch of fat, greasy Whataburger faces in the crowd, every once in a while you think, can I get it up in bed with my trashy wife tonight? Is pole dancing going to pay off my student loans? Can my snot-nosed son cut enough grass to afford the people's autograph? It doesn't matter what you think. And the Sauce says, this town is going to be better off without you idiots thinking in the first place. Last week, the giant killer put down a big man named Big Bernard in the center of that ring. And now the Sauce has another name to add to the list ahead of Collision Course. The Sauce got a name in the back before deciding to take a glance here, and it turned out to be this Hershey Kiss-shaped man, 400-pounder, one half of the tag team Chaos Control. Papyrus. Well, the Sauce doesn't know you. The Sauce thinks at that size you shouldn't even be drinking non-alcoholic beers, and that makes it all the more easy to lay the smacketh down on that candy ass. If you smell what the sauce is cooking, now resume the peoples. No, hit my music. Screw the forum.
The sauce taking no prisoners here tonight. Just absolutely letting the forum have it. The sauce is gonna need to be escorted out of the building by police later on tonight. Wait, what the hell is this? That's not the music of chaos control. Oh my God! That's the 7'4", 525-pound man beast, Crisp Billy. He's not waiting till collision course. He's been waiting for a moment like this since Madhouse. The sauce was the man that cost him the KPW World Heavyweight Championship. Oh my God! The Kumite Forum burning up. And the sauce trembling in his feet. Look into the eyes of that monster, that giant. And Chris Billy hitting the sauce with a sauce bottom. Dropping the elbow down on the sauce. The Kumite Forum in an absolute frenzy here tonight. Big choke slam. And no referees are gonna intervene in this. Nobody wants a piece of the 500-pounder. The most wrathful world heavyweight champion we've ever seen in this industry. It looks like Chris Billy is looking to finish the job. He's looking for some tools outside of the ring. And the sauce is gonna try and fight back. Picking a fight with a big man. It was not a very wise decision from the sauce. The sour one, the self-proclaimed giant killer, paying dearly here tonight. Chris Billy knocking down the sauce with relative ease. Grabbing a briefcase from the crowd. Splitting the sauce right down the middle. He's out cold. Officials are gonna have to throw out that bout between the sauce and Papyrus. He's not gonna be able to compete here tonight. Chris Billy making a stark reminder to the sauce exactly what he's about to be getting himself into here. He thought he could walk around. He thought he could get away with costing a man like Chris Billy the KPW World Heavyweight Championship all the way back at Madhouse. He thought he could get away with targeting other members of the locker room and then managing to call himself a giant killer. I think Chris Billy made his message quite clear here tonight. He is not going to be an easy giant to kill. The sauce and was anticipating the bigger half of Chaos Control, the 400-pound Papyrus. Of course, that match will not be underway here tonight. The sauce has been put out of commission here for the night. Medical staff rushing him to the back, hoping to put some stitches in that forehead of his. As the wrathful 7'4", 525-pounder, that man beast, Chris Billy, just reminding the world
is ready for some hardcore action here in the main event. A lot of hungry challengers in KPW, and I just spoke with the head of talent relations earlier today. Rain or shine, Popo will be in action at Collision Course competing for the KPW Hardcore Championship. And Solo, it's your lucky day because you're going to get another chance at me in 6 days. I'm going to walk away with the Hardcore Championship tonight, but hopefully you don't get too distracted on Sunday, because I specifically asked for a triple threat defense against you and the prize fighter, Venom Artemis. I'll see you out there, bud.
Popo interrupting the feed to put the word out. Kind of hard to follow that up. Maybe you could have used a little bit more intensity there and try to sell that hardcore championship match at Collision Course. As the Scrapyard Saint enters the ring for his hardcore championship match against Popo. And tonight's main event still to come, though. The contract signing, and speaking of the prize fighter, Venom Artemis, there he is! Running through the crowd here. Must be a loose night in security here tonight in the Kumite Forum. The Corbin Stadium's gonna be a bit tighter with security. But Solo has been waiting to get his hands on a man like Venom Artemis for the past several months. Venom Artemis was the man that put Solo out of action after that Forum Rules match all the way back in July, Cyber Sunday, where he knocked Solo and concussed him with those nasty, devastating axe kicks. Venom Artemis trying to soften up Solo, trying to cost him the KPW Hardcore Championship here tonight. The Scrapyard Saint being caught off guard here. Referees refusing to intervene. Hardcore rules in effect here tonight. Big spinning heel kick from Solo. He's completely neutralized the prize fighter. He's getting the upper hand on him. Solo counting his own pin to rub it in the face of the prize fighter. Surely KPW is going to tighten up its arena security and faculty for Collision Course 6 nights away, 9/8 Central, our next monthly special event, November 24th. A scrap buster from Solo. And the KPW Hardcore Champion in tow now, the Heartthrob, Popo. And Solo throws Venom Artemis out of the ring. He's scurrying off through the crowd, back where he came from. As our main event is underway here tonight. Popo perhaps with a bit of an advantage here after that beat down from Venom Artemis. But Solo is a tough man. He's a resilient man. He's a fighter through and through. Snapmare from Solo. Hardcore rules apply. No DQ. Pinfalls and submissions can count outside of the ring. Double axe handle to the back of the neck of Solo. A man that's in the best shape of his career here, especially since he's arrived at KPW. Popo with a low blow. No need for chivalry here tonight. For the KPW Hardcore Championship. Popo going low once again. Solo should have brought a cup. Schoolboy. And Solo immediately kicks out. He's all fired up after that assault from Venom Artemis. And who could blame him? Who could blame him? The prize fighter has been out on a personal vendetta against a man like Solo ever since he arrived at KPW. Solo's been waiting all these months to be cleared for in-ring competition. And now that he's finally back, and now that he has a chance to shine here in KPW, he's not gonna let a man like Venom Artemis take that shine away from him. Big forearm strike from Solo. And still to come, ladies and gentlemen, the contract signing between the Viceroy Jedi and France's greatest export, Pierre Cinema. The Jedi versus Pierre 2 this Sunday night for the KPW World Heavyweight Championship. Don't adjust that dial. Popo, he's all fired up. Solo, he's not gonna let Popo get him down so easily, especially not after that assault. Back suplex from Solo to Popo. Big machine gun chop from Solo. You can see the welt starting to form on the chest of Popo. Headlock takeover by Solo, dropping down the elbow. Those rapid fire heel kicks from Solo. Popo retaliating with a heel kick of his own, trying to knock Solo off the apron. Solo attempting a missile dropkick. Popo evading the danger. Solo catching that forearm strike into a reverse armbar. Popo goes low to equalize the match once again. Solo getting tossed to the outside. Popo looking to go from the top down to the floor. Diving elbow. The action spills to the outside. No countouts in hardcore championship rules. Popo with the distinct advantage here. And Solo's giving it his best go. He's giving it everything that he's got because the best is everything that he can promise to the people here tonight in the Kumite Forum. Popo sizing up his challenger, a man that close the books on any kind of hardcore championship open challenge as a welcoming back gift to Solo. A move that clearly incensed a man like the prize fighter Venom Artemis, as security has been able to escort him out of the building. And speaking of the building, just arriving in time for the contract signing, the KPW World Heavyweight Champion, the Viceroy Jedi. Solo was looking for a victory roll-up pin there, and Popo dropping him down, choosing to dunk the man. Snap jab to the back of the neck of Solo. Popo sizing up Solo here. Solo looking for a German suplex. Snap air by Popo. Lateral press. And he gets the victory over Solo. Popo, remaining the fighting champion that he is. The Heartthrob with another successful defense of the KPW Hardcore Championship. We knew that that beatdown from Venom Artemis had to take a toll on the Scrapyard Saint. A whiplash from that snapmare was enough to do the trick for Solo. But Solo is not completely out of luck, ladies and gentlemen. He still has another chance to win the gold. Popo telling the world that Solo is entitled to another championship opportunity. Venom Artemis also getting another championship opportunity against the Heartthrob, the KPW Hardcore Champion the Hardcore Champion Popo this Sunday night at Collision Course. Congratulations to Popo on a hellacious Hardcore Championship defense. As we unveil the card for Collision Course, our next monthly special event for the Hardcore Championship. We'll be seeing Popo defend against Solo and Venom Artemis. We'll also be seeing, in a 2 out of 3 falls bout, Tape versus Greek Machismo Nick Flawless to settle the score once and for all between these two. Tape serving as a roadblock between him and the Misfit, the previously victorious Bob, a man that we'll be seeing later on in Collision Course this Sunday night, as Bob will engage K-Dog for the KPW Twitch Championship this Sunday night. As K-Dog been down on his luck in the past several weeks, losing that undefeated streak against the First Nation, losing against Corey Sinclair in singles action, a man that will be entitled to a future Twitch Championship opportunity against one of these two men after Sunday night. For the KPW Tag Team Championships, we'll be seeing this scheme go up against the Boise Boys for the first time ever. We'll also be seeing the Sauce go one-on-one against Crisp Billy in singles action. But in the main event, Jedi versus Pierre Cinema 2 for the KPW World Heavyweight Championship. As we look at a tale of the tape ahead of Sunday night, what these individuals are weighing in at for tonight. Pierre with a 20-pound advantage over the world champion. Jedi with a slight height advantage. Pierre Destruction, that devastating DDT, the move that got him and garnered him the Golden Gauntlet victory. And of course, the Sledgehammer, the move that put down the 500-pounder all the way back at Madhouse. Jedi was able to overcome the odds and defeat Pierre Cinema all the way back at Summer Spark. And is history gonna repeat itself? We're gonna have to find out this Sunday night, 9/8 Central, November 24th, at the next monthly special Collision Course. But let's make our way down to ringside for the official contract signing, codifying Pierre Cinema versus Jedi 2 for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 6 days away from our next special event here in KPW. November 24th, 9/8 Central, Collision Course. The main event, of course, a high-stakes rematch for the KPW World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the man that will be making his first defense. The Viceroy, the champion, Jedi.
Jedi never missing the opportunity to potentially decimate and destroy our resident interviewer, Roger, who just got the eye patch off after that assault Jedi laid out on him all those months ago.
I woke up this morning and I was in a bad mood. And then I received a call to assist Roger in hospice. Now I'm in an even worse mood. You people finally get a man with class, honor, and prestige, and this is how you treat the world champion? The one good thing the Kumite Forum is going for it is that it's a 3-hour flight to the Corvin Stadium. You low-class sweat hogs are gonna get priced out of seeing a champion that fights for KPW, whether you like it or not. I'd even fight for you, Roger. If it wasn't for me selling out every damn seat in this building week in, week out, you wouldn't be standing here with that pressed suit, vision and dental coverage, and basic training for the next time I kick your ass. Luckily for you, it's all hands off until Collision Course, but I don't think you're stupid enough to think I wouldn't drop you right now.
Don't you worry. There's very little in this world that I would value more than getting the hell out of this ring. But something that I do value more is the beatdown that you're gonna receive from this man on Sunday night. The 2024 Golden Gauntlet winner. The star of the show. France's greatest export. Pierre Cinema.
And you mention and you bring up the devil's name and he will appear. The 2024 Golden Gauntlet winner. 10 men entered and this man walked away the winner. France's greatest export, Pierre Dubonnet Cinema. Looking to exact his revenge against Jedi on the greatest scale possible.
Here's the contract, guys. Good luck on Sunday.
Roger just
Pierre, I'm
wisely
glad I
tipping
could
out of
stand
there.
across this table and look you dead in the eyes. You spent all these months busting your ass, grinding, scratching, and clawing for that championship belt in the center. Matter of fact, let me adjust this so the whole world knows you got no chance of beating me on Sunday. I bet it eats you up inside that I'm the champ right now. Nice guys finish last in this business, Pierre. You came into this place with so much killer instinct. You were willing to do whatever it took to win this belt, and along the way you softened up. Every time you get close to the spotlight, you crash and burn out. You got a shot before against a world champ and you burned out. You got a shot against me before and what happened? You burned out. There's 3 other belts in KPW, and where was your drive to take those belts for yourself? You got no friends, so that rules out the tag titles. You lost that killer instinct, so there goes the hardcore title. And to think these people, let alone the Twitch network, wants you as a representative is a joke. This world title is all you got, and as long as I'm the champ, you're never going to get it.
What makes you think I can't beat you for that belt on Sunday? What kind of crack do you have to smoke to think to yourself, I'm gonna soften up every person I run across, then parade around this very ring and say I'm the rightful and respectful champion this company needs? All of this is a front of a scared, desperate man that knows he can't beat me in a fair fight. You concussed me before our first match, and it still took you 10 minutes to pin my shoulders to the mat. You laid your hands on a man like Roger because you knew that you couldn't beat the sauce without getting into his head. And you can scream to the whole damn world that you didn't take out Ding at Madhouse, but who's the man reaping all the benefits of Ding not being here right now? Who would have been the world champion right now if it wasn't for me? You don't do things the honest way, because if you did, you'd never be able to stand here and call yourself a champion. But you know what I did in all that time? I pulled myself back together, dusted myself off, and did what these fans know I do best. Wrestle my damn socks off for these fine people. I won that ultimate gauntlet match in a pool of my own blood, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I beat David Rush in the finals, and on one hand, I can appreciate all the work he put in to get that far, but every time I saw his face after that bell rang, I saw your face. I'm not going to forget what you did to me, what you've done to this company, and I won't forget how you treated anybody that let you get this far in the first place. But on the other hand, you lit a fire inside me, and this fire is going to burn and burn and burn until that belt is no longer around your waist. A win for you on Sunday isn't going to feel like a win, you're just postponing the inevitable. But we don't have to postpone a damn thing, 'cause this Sunday I'm taking that belt and I'm bringing it back home to these people.
Look who decided to pony up and sign the dotted line. That contract doesn't exactly fit the bill for a match you earned over the past 6 weeks. If anything, it fits a transfer of power, 'cause after Collision Course the Viceroy has a state sale to conduct on behalf of the dearly departed. Better yet, why wait until Sunday?
I wait until Sunday. A Jedi trying to launch an assault. Pierre was ready this time. The Jedi still managed to get the upper hand here. Jedi and Pierre slug it out. They're not waiting till Sunday. They're not waiting till Sunday. Both these men scratching and clawing, trying to get the upper hand here. We knew that it was going to come to this. We knew it was going to come to blows, no matter if there was a kind of agreement. If there was no physicality clause involved, we knew that Jedi was never going to hold himself accountable to that. As the action spills to the outside. Jedi looking to strike against Pierre here. Grabbing a broom from the crowd here. Pierre getting swept up there. And Jedi dragging Pierre back into the ring. And we know how these calculated attacks tend to go regarding our world heavyweight champion, regarding the Viceroy Jedi. And he is just giving Pierre one hell of a beatdown here tonight. But Pierre's not gonna quit. He knows that the championship opportunity he's been clamoring for months. Ever since he made his debut here at KPW, it's never been any closer. Jedi reversing neck breaker. Oh, Jedi signaling for the end. Foreshadowing, perhaps looking for a sledgehammer, and the damn lights have gone out. What the hell is this? What the hell is going on here tonight? Oh my God. Don't tell me that's the truck driver. That's the man that drove the truck at Madhouse. The man that put Ding in the ocean. Who's under the mask? And now he's beating down Pierre Cinema. Jedi looked like he saw a ghost. He got the hell out of that ring. Never seen Jedi operate like that before. And this masked man, this culprit, this menace to society, just hitting Pierre Cinema with back-to-back Pierre destructions, and Jedi just soaking in the advantage that this man just gave him. He's never gonna miss the opportunity to take his ball and go home and claim the victory here, but who the hell is behind that mask? Who the hell is underneath that mask? And why the hell did he single out Pierre Cinema here tonight? Why the hell did he not lay his hands on the World Heavyweight Champion? And we're all out of time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be seeing you this Sunday night, 9/8 Central, for Collision Course, our next monthly special event. I have been Tapey Styles, the only man that can call the action down the middle, flying solo as always. Good night, everybody.